After his whole fam got wiped out, this edgy boy just wanted a normal school life. Nope. Instead, he gets shipped off to military school where they turn him into a demon with freaky experiments. Bonus points, he's freaking immortal. Big shocker, right? In this messed up world, your power's measured by a number tattooed on your body. Higher number equal sign, you're a stronger dude. Zero it out, and poof, you're dead, pushing up daisies. Lickety-split is a total creeper. A pathetic excuse for a demon with a serious case of Redditor syndrome. His latest blunder? Peeking at some chick's underwear. Needless to say, she wasn't impressed and proceeded to whoop his emo butt, erasing billions of his future offspring in the process. Now Lick the Toilet finds himself in an auditorium with this ripped dude for the opening ceremony of this wacky military school. Captain Obvious McMilitary tells them to follow orders no matter what. Then enter Lieutenant Firestorm, another instructor who takes the reins. She drops some serious knowledge bombs. Apparently, the whole world is controlled by some mysterious god being called All Thing. This glorified AI-generated reject showed up during a crisis, wielding super-advanced tech and the power to make everyone follow the will of the majority, by forcing them to vote on everything. Basically, All Thing is like Adolf Hitler power-tripping cousin or something. People thought it was a miracle at first, banning all the cool stuff like F-22S, war machines, and even nukes. Turns out it wasn't such a hot idea. Their nation's in deep doo-doo, with the last war leaving cities in ruins and the environment foobar. So there's barely any grub left, and people are freaking out about these creepy old folks ganging up everywhere. This chick's trying to warn everyone, but Captain Mac Overprotective cuts her off. "Don't scare the newbies," he yells. Instead, he promises them a soldier's life filled with riches and, food. Funny, considering the rations situation. Anyway, everyone cheers up, feeling all hopeful. Captain Dude reminds them to listen to the headmaster, this Major Sherman guy. Now, this Sherman fella doesn't exactly scream German, but hey, who am I to judge? So Sherman struts up, everyone salutes, but instead of a big, bad speech, he whips out a freaking romance novel. Talk about a mood killer. This one girl and two goofballs bust out laughing. Sherman's all, "Shh, quiet down," but nope, they're howling like hyenas. Suddenly, Captain McFuntimes walks over, gives the girl a friendly little head tap, and says Sherman wants some peace and quiet, or else they'll end up as silent as that other laughing girl. That's right, folks. Instant shush button. Captain McScary reminds everyone that good soldiers obey. Then bam! He sends those two chuckleheads straight to Death Panic Central. People lose their marbles, scrambling for the exits. Nope. Doors lock tighter than a clam. Screams erupt. But Captain McTrigger-Happy fires a warning shot, shutting everyone up faster than a mime convention. He lays down the law. Try to escape, and you'll get the regular Russian soldier treatment. Just as he's about to pull the trigger, guess what? Lick the Locks McGee swoops in, holding a twig to Sherman's neck. The air crackles with tension. Captain, sweat beading on his brow, throws Lick a look that says, "Seriously?" Lick, jaw clenched, ignores him, digging the wooden stick into his palm like it's some kind of secret weapon. Sherman sighs, deep and theatrical. All right, enough with the parlor tricks, Lick. You want to kill me? Do it right." He grabs Lick's hand, cold and clammy, and twists it with practiced ease. "See? Like this. Snap, done. Even a weakling like a woman could do it if they weren't such scaredy cats." Lick stares, wide-eyed. "Wait, you're serious? About me? Killing you?" Sherman leans in, a twisted grin spreading across his face. "The quickest way to win this war is if yours truly takes a dirt nap. Nobody else gets hurt, promise. But if you hesitate, well, look at these clowns." He gestures to the trembling mooks surrounding them. "They ain't exactly built for this kind of thing." The headmaster, voice strained, cuts in. "Lick, the choice is yours. Do it, and this all ends." Lick's grip tightens on the stick, knuckles turning white. Sherman can't help but smirk. But then, in a move that throws everyone, Lick yanks his hand free, the stick clattering to the floor. "No way! You want someone dead? Take me! All this moral high ground bullshit, you'd probably turn your back on us anyway." Sherman's grin falters. He rises, a dark aura swirling around him, sending shivers down everyone's spine. But Lick stands his ground, eyes locked with Sherman's in a challenge. Even the ever-stoic Sherman seems surprised by Lick's defiance. Just as the tension reaches a breaking point, Ferenc steps in, voice booming. All right. Take a breather, everyone. We're not getting anywhere like this. How about a break? Cool down, yeah? The paintball massacre ends, the kids sputtering and blinking paint out of their eyes. Captain Allen, holstering his gun with a grin, introduces himself as their instructor. He lays it down cold. In battle, panic, tears, or laughter get you dead first. Fira, ever the chipper one, announces the opening ceremony's over and dismisses them. Sherman seeks out Captain Allen in his office, interest glinting in his eye. But Allen seems more intrigued by the quiet samurai boy, Takakazu. Sherman explains that Lick charged when Allen drew his weapon, but Takakazu waited until the first shot was fired. Leader material? Allen asks. Sherman shakes his head. Not yet. He sees potential in Lick, though, and suggests making him a candidate to see how far he can push himself. The first real class begins with Headmaster Sherman at the helm. He lays down the law, school rules, including the cryptic star system. Think Stella Stars from Spy X Family, but way grittier. Each student gets 2 stars. Collect enough, and it's official, they're soldiers. Their families get the spoils, gold bars, fresh food boxes, and a sprinkling of gold coins straight out of Elder Scrolls. Oblivion. However, if a student's star count plummets, they're deemed unfit and shipped off to a nearby gulag, no questions asked. When Lick inquires about boosting his stars, Sherman throws him a curveball. Apparently, good grades and activities earn stars, but for a quick boost, students gotta steal them from each other. Any means necessary, he says with a sly grin. Kinda messed up, right? There are star stake rules for violence, though. Both parties gotta agree to wager their stars, and the winner only scores what was bet. Everyone gets their initial star allotment, but Lick gets a nasty surprise. Sherman informs him there are none for him. Confused and freaking out a little, Lick demands answers. Sherman explains Lick's in a special program. Steal stars from another student within days or get expelled. Lick's friends are freaking out for him, but he brushes it off, claiming he doesn't care about stealing stars. He's there for one reason only, to get Takakazu expelled. Takakazu drops a bombshell Lick's grandma sent him. Lick, resigned, admits he can't refuse her wishes after all she's done for him. He suggests they head home together, but Takakazu shuts that down fast. No way is he becoming a killer like Lick, the way his grandma fears. Lick, oblivious, can't seem to grasp why Takakazu would ever want to be a soldier. This is going to be a wild ride. Meanwhile, Allen confronts Sherman about placing Lick in the special course. Sherman explains it was a test to see how Lick would handle the pressure and meet expectations. 3 days in, Lick remains starless, causing unease among his classmates. Suddenly, a frantic student bursts in with disturbing news. They all race to the locker room to find their lockers ransacked and their precious stars kept safe to avoid theft. Vanished. Konos immediately blames Lick, fueled by his dislike for the massive gooner and suspicion of thievery. Others defend Lick, insisting he wouldn't steal. Confusion reigns as they ponder the culprit. A scream pierces the air. Takakazu charges out to find Sonohara being dragged by her hair by a notorious figure named DME. She begs for her stars back. As everyone gathers, they witness Don sporting a ridiculous high-fashion model pose, holding a handful of stars. Takakazu demands to know if he used force. DME loosens his grip, asking if Sonohara gave them willingly. Fearful for her safety, Sonohara admits to giving them up. The group erupts in accusations, suspecting Don possesses the power to break into lockers and steal stars.